It's been a month, let's make a video. What is up, J Legion? King Jack here, and welcome back to the one and only King Jack official YouTube channel. And today we are back with MrBeast Lab Hybrids. And today we got something special. We got the MrBeast Labs Alpha Hybrid character pack, I guess. This is a pack where you get an Alpha Hybrid, is what it's called, and some pieces for him. So let's open it up and see what we got inside. This thing is kind of large, so I am going to zoom out. This is very professional too. I have already opened this up and taken a look at it, so you're going to see a little delayed reaction like I do with my Fugglers, but in the next video about these, they will be opened up on camera. So let's look at what we got. Here's the little paper. So yeah, this is very professional. The reason I did open this up is because I didn't want what happened last time to happen again, where I did like a raw review of like the 5-pack and the head wasn't like sticking on. So I wanted to make sure everything worked before I did open it in case I had to return it. So this one did work on the first one. I did not have to return it. Can't say the same for some future reviews because it's been a little messy, but here we have it, and this looks very, very cool. We got this nice, like, I don't even know what you would call this. It looks like that one thing from Ghostbusters where they capture the ghosts in them. But here we can see in the front our Alpha Hybrid with another version of him and a little scarier version, it seems. Zoom in a tad there. Yeah. Going to the side, we have some of the caution bars. On the top, we do have that Alpha Hybrid. Very chrome packaging. Oh, it's kind of coming apart already. The top, we can kind of see in that little portal fingerprint looking thing. It's a common design among them. And here we have the little portal. I do not really know the lore between this. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I guess this is the 820th out of 3,000. And that isn't a sticker. This was actually printed on the box. That's pretty cool. I do know that this is probably a little bit special. I don't know how special. If there's any diehard hybrid fans in the comments, you can tell me. But let's scoot the camera back so we can open this thing up. Oh, well first, and this did get me the first time. I opened it like this first because these two are like little doors. This part here has to come off first. So it's kind of difficult. It's kind of, well, of course I say it's difficult and then I do it in one try. The first time it was kind of hard to take off. So there's that. We're going to set that over there. Now we have this and we can open it fully. In 3, 2, 1. Here we have MrBeast Lab Hybrids accessory hybrid. I really don't know what else to say for it. It's trying to just call it MrBeast Lab Hybrid set. So we do get one Alpha Hybrid and a bunch of pieces to customize him with. And this is a little glass, or not glass, that'd be crazy. This is plastic, so it is pretty premium. This was $33. I got this on Walmart, and it looks pretty good. It arrived pretty nice. No damaged pieces, nothing where the head doesn't click on like last time. It all works. Every last piece works with every last body. So let's get it opened up. First, this part wants to come out really bad, so let's open that and just take out our hybrid. Set him down there for a moment while we set this back up over here. Here he is. Let's zoom in a little bit. He is a nice, almost transparent blue. It's not exactly a solid color. You could kind of see through him if you shine a light hard enough, but let's get him out. I wonder what you would call that, semi-transparent. I'm just gonna call it semi-transparent. Get him out of there, throw the plastic to the side, and here he is in all of his cool glory. Putting the light down a little bit. Here he is. Very cool, nothing too insane. He's got some nice shiny blue accents on him. He's got the green eyes and some cool fangs. This is the head sculpt for the, what was it called? It was the 4-armed lab hybrid from last time. Let me actually check. It was called the MrBeast. So this is the same head you get on the MrBeast. It's just semi-transparent blue. And he does have the same pink hands. Almost like they're pretty much the same. They might be. I don't know. I really don't know the lore of the show. But that is him. Points of articulation. His arm can go out. 360, elbow bends and swivels. I thought you could see me through there for a sec. Hello. His waist swivels, but it's kind of more for the pieces you put on and off of him. Head is on a swivel, cannot look up or down. His legs can go forward and backwards about that far. They can go out, bend at the knee, and swivel at the knee. So not the craziest articulation in the world, but it's good enough to get some like semi-decent poses out of him. something like that. So that's pretty cool. But the main event of this whole thing is to customize him with some pieces. And we can build a second hybrid with these pieces because we do have an extra head. I do wish they had an extra body and a head so you can build one on this side as well. But hey, what are you gonna do? You get two out of it, that's pretty good. Let's see what we can do with these wings over here. Here's one. Oh no. Here is the second one. So let's give him some cool blue wings. And these look to be a solid blue, not transparent, but maybe it's just like so light. Here he has some cool wings. They don't really do anything much, but they can go up and down, but they do give him some cool looks. Like, can you imagine seeing this? This thing's pretty cool. It's pretty scary now with the ability to fly. He does have that pink, like portal thumbprint thing on them. I think in the show it's like shows if they're like good or bad, which this guy looks like the main panther dude in the show. So he has the pink one. Another one would have the green. So that's pretty cool. He does have his little blue. He has the pink lightning bolts on his head too. That's pretty neat. Let's see what else we can do. These look to be the arms from. The arms from that one cactus guy. They might have names. I do not know. I'm sorry, but he does have that blue cactus arm from the other guy. I'm gonna get the other guy. This guy from the 5-pack, the Alpha Hybrid set, it is the same arm, so that's pretty cool. And he does have the other flower arm, like on, oops, let's just take that off, like on this one. So let's put that on him, give him some earth arms. Pretty sweet. And I think on the front of the box, he is posed up with this arm and the other one. Not so much the wings, but that can be our own little creative part to it. Let's see what he has with these robotic gorilla-like arms. There's one. And here's two. Now he has like these ginormous, like tank arms. These things are really big. Like look at the size from the last arm. These things are like ginormous. Look like giant gorilla hands. That is pretty cool. Let's take the wings off so we can see just how large his arms are now. Pretty cool. These ones are a little more painted than the other one, just being solid blue. So it's pretty painted well. It has the silver on it, chrome silver, like the pink accents, and these like construction pin-ups there. That's pretty cool. Now he can kind of stomp around with these ginormous arms. And the last set of arms that we have are these claw-like arms. So here he is with these claw-like arms. They are pretty cool. Very like slender too. There he is. Can definitely get some slash damage with these ones. And they are detailed with the pink like cords, tendril veins that wrap around them. They're only on the front, well, some part on the back, but it's kind of all they need. This is a very I wouldn't say bland, but whatever a good replacement for the word bland would be. Very minimal paint for this, and I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Now let's look at the other legs. So let's give him back his regular arms. Where's the other one? Here it is. Easy to get mixed up. They're all blue. Let's look at these legs right here. I don't want to hurt them. These seem to be some squid-like legs here. They don't really bend at the knee. They just kind of have the one point of articulation up here. They can kind of go out and in and in and out. That's cool. 4 legs with 4 legs. Pretty neat. So let's take that off by pressing the button on the back. Press it in, pulling that out, putting this one in, and releasing it. Now our hybrid is part squid. He might have to work at the crystal crab. That's pretty cool. And he can stand pretty well. So I can kind of like do that, and it is stable. Well, obviously he has 4 legs, but still, you can make him like really low to the ground, or you can make him stand straight up, kind of put the legs together like that, with the illusion he has 2, or you can have him out like how it came, kind of do like that. Kind of put them out so you can see all 4. That's pretty cool. What's up, guys? This is the halfway point of the video where I shout out the first commenter on my last video. That happened to be Forzelian. I'll put that right here. I hope I'm saying that name right. Thank you for commenting and being the first commenter on that video. We'll get those Fugglers coming in soon. I cannot let my viewers down. Have a great day, Forzelian. This is your shout out. And if you want to be shouted out just like my buddy Forzelian, be the first to comment on this video and I will shout you out in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Back to the video. Now, let's see what we can do with this pair of snake legs, or I could say leg. Let's drop out these ones and put that in. That looks kind of cursed, not gonna lie. He's got this one just slithery serpent leg. Got this little like blue fire, I guess, as the leg coils around, not the leg, I keep saying leg, I don't know, snake body goes around here, and I guess the end is that little fire piece. I've seen a purple snake, so I wonder if it has that same little fire piece. That's cool. He can kind of spin around like that. So it's kind of loose here, but it's fine. It's not really that crazy. He's got these like pink arrows that go down from here. That is pretty neat. And this is scaly. He's got that other more little fire stuff on his back. That's pretty cool. Interesting texture. And can stand sort of. That's why I say you can stand good with these. You cannot stand that well with this. That's like a flat surface, but yeah, he's fine down there. That is it for him. Let's take a look at the other one. Let's give him his legs back, and we'll stand him back here. Also, can we appreciate how cool this box looks? Like, that looks pretty sick. It's got this like pulse lightning design with the thing in the center for the hybrid. It's pretty neat. Got the lightning even in the back there. Let's see, well, yeah, let's see what this guy can do. We'll pull his legs out. Seem to be some kind of crab-like legs, robotic crab legs. There is 4 of them, and they can all move in and out like that and twist up here. They do have that semi-transparent blue to them with some blue paint near the crotch. Let's see what the other body looks like. Come on. Here he is. Let's stand our guy back up. Here's this body. Looks like a very ribcage defense kind of body. Would be strong. You can put that on the little crab body. And then we can take this head out. Here is the head. Crazy looking face on there. There's the head sculpt there. Let's put him on the body. Now we have this like crab sort of dragon head sculpt. And we can attach all these pieces down here. We can attach all these to him and make another crazy looking hybrid. So I like to have these arms on him because they just look right on him. He can speed towards you and then blast you away with these giant gauntlet hands he has on him. That's pretty cool. You can also put the squid legs on him and have him be like that. Maybe kick you with his squid leg. And we can also put the wings on the back of him as well. There he is with the wings. That is a pretty cool look for him. You can also just give him the normal alpha hybrid legs on him too, so he can now just pretty much run at you with his giant arms or fly. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool figure. Same articulation and everything. These ones arms, I will say, are kind of hard to bend. They only have like a little bit of range of motion. Unless you kind of like push them, but they only get that far. So, kind of odd, but still very cool. So I can keep him like this. He has his little wings, his giant arms, and his speedy crab legs. So all this very strong looking rib cage, chest, and his mean face. So he can solo your favorite verse. Imagine if he stood up there like that. That'd be kind of crazy. That is about going to do it for the MrBeast Labs Alpha Hybrid set. Comes with how many? 3 extra pairs. Oh, let's go on down here. It comes with 3 extra sets of legs, 3 extra sets of arms, an extra torso, an extra head, a pair of wings, and your very own MrBeast Labs Alpha Hybrid here. That's going to do it today. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more MrBeast Lab hybrids, and tell me which ones you want to see next. I know there is a couple different ones and some larger models, so let me know what you want to see. I do have some more comments, so we'll see some more of these on the channel soon. And have a great day. Bye! Real quick, guys, I just shut off my light and I saw this. That is kind of crazy. I really did not know they all glowed. That solves my confusion for why they were semi-transparent earlier, and they didn't just make them transparent like the blue rhinoceros from the MrBeast pack. So that is insanely cool. They are super, that is kind of insane how good they glow. Let me set this camera back up right here. Look at that. That is like a proper glowing figure. They look like they're just made of like some kind of nuclear power. Just for my light being on this much for pretty much the like maybe 15 minutes. Well, I filmed for like 20 minutes. So now they're just super glowy. Let's see what we can do with these real quick. We can put glowy snake together. We can make him like a glow squid, which kind of is really cool with the pink on him. Dude, this thing looks sick, though. Look at that glow. That is a very good glow. Very cool, like, lime green kind of glow. I wonder if I can actually, like, if I can hold this up to the light for a second. I'm going to do a jump cut. And yeah, that definitely glows way more. I'm going to do it with this guy, and I'll come back to you in a second. Here is our panther, and this one arm I took. Super glowed up. Let's replace it with this one. They seem to be fading a little bit on this side, but that is insanely cool. He looks like he's just coursing with radiation. Where's the other arm? Well, that one's kind of fading. Let's, oh, I have this light right here. Let's wonder if I could charge it up with this. Oh, and it did. It did do that one part. Let's see if I can do this part. Da-da-da. There is that one hand completely charged up. That is very cool. And this non-glowing hand kind of Just kind of sits there, not gonna lie. But that's pretty cool that the paint like kind of covers up so you can kind of make out what he is still. That is insanely cool that just for like 20 minutes they were under this light and they're glowing this much. Of course, some more than others, especially this one arm, which hasn't seemed to fade at all. But that is very, very cool. That is now the true end of the video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. I can see you right here. Have a great day, guys. Bye! Hey, hey.